As a part of PBS's ongoing commitment to veterans coming home, the transition for veterans back into the civilian life can be more difficult than people might realize. Cronkite News reporter Eddie Keller gives us an inside look at how a summit held by the Arizona Coalition for Military Families and what they're doing to help veterans find employment back home.
As the drums rolled and the bagpipes cried out, American veterans filled the second annual Roadmap Summit.
What we do really is link veterans, service members, and their families to the right resource at the right time. So that could be anything from higher education benefits to if somebody is struggling with housing and homelessness or having financial struggles. Beck and the Arizona Coalition for Military Families seek to bring together multiple resources and organizations aiming to help transition veterans back into civilian life. By training people all throughout the state, really, whether it's, we'll work with universities, we'll work with mental health professionals, to be able to, if they encounter somebody who's a veteran or service member, know about these other resources available to them too, so they can guide them to those as well. The transition from being in the military to entering the civilian job market isn't always easy.
Maybe some who've gone through combat experience. That whole adjustment process, feeling not understood, feeling alone, feeling like no one can really understand what they've been through.
Sometimes they feel like they're speaking a different language and even miss their military lingo. I was a sergeant in the Army, and when I'd run a meeting in the military, I could tell them Eddies, and everybody would be quiet, they'd be on time, because if they weren't, they'd get in trouble. On the civilian side, you get to a meeting and it's 10 minutes past, and you're like, where is everybody? Everybody's kind of talking, and I had to be like, instead of yelling, my initial reaction was to yell Eddies, but I'm like, I can't do that here. But that's where the Arizona Coalition for Military Families comes in to help again. We train employers to understand the military veteran culture, so they understand those veterans that are getting ready to come into their workplace. And they feel that by bridging that linguistic gap, employing veterans will create a better experience for everyone. In Phoenix, Eddie Keller, Cronkite News.
Employers that the Arizona Coalition for Military Families have worked with include APS, SRP, and more. On June 30th, the coalition will be hosting a hiring event for service members, veterans, and their families at the Arizona National Guard Papago Park Military Reservation.